Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Happy Monday, happy Monday. Hope you all had a great weekend and a great start of the week. If you're not, hope you're here to have a good time with us. It's Mr. 14 and Until Momo here giving y'all Wendy Williams documentary review and discussion. How y'all
Hey,
doing? What's going on? How you doing?
how you doing?
What's going on? So what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Yeah, we here. You finally get the time to talk about this. I know it's a Monday night, so a replay game. Appreciate y'all replaying this, watching this back. Let me know how y'all feel about the episode and about the documentary as well. Anything about this live that you want to discuss, put down in the comment section down below, and I was clearly will respond. Yes, Until the Moment Now is doing a joint review of it and discussion and having the conversation. We're going to try to wait for more people to come in and then we can get into it because, it can't be watched. It's 4 parts, so we got a lot to discuss. Because we all. Oh, wait, hold up. Before. I know everybody would say, hold up. What's the face say? Hey, what's going on? Shine bright like a diamond. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. And friends, what's up, Mizzies and Mimosas? How y'all doing? Jumping into the building. What's going
Ew.
on? So yes, so I know more people gonna come in as well. But yes, y'all see the thumbnail. It's Wendy Williams documentary. What's going on? What happened? Who you think is at fault? And Wendy Williams, what were you doing, girl? Like, this is the type of questions we have in our mind when we was watching all 4 parts of the documentary.
No.
How did it start? It's crazy how this happened. What led to it? What decisions? What was the reason? And the people that surround her, that led her to this path that we in now, that she's in now. All right. So before we get to that,
That's all I'm gonna say.
huh?
I said it's a lot of people to blame for where she is right now.
Yes. So before we get started, how do you feel about the documentary overall? How do you feel when you first heard that it was going to happen? This is going to have this documentary. Do you feel like it was a good idea or not? And then after watching it, what was your overall thoughts?
Now, the documentary is a few years in the making. The first part of it was just a few years ago, and she was there, she was coherent. True enough, she was. I mean, she was still showing people her lymphedema feet. Okay, that's when I knew. I was like, why is Wendy still showing people these lymph feet? We
Yes,
see we see your lymphedema feet, we get it, right? But this was a documentary that she did a couple years ago, and like I said, all of this was basically supposed to be the continuation of it, because the whole reason of the documentary in the first place was supposed to be like her big comeback to reality TV, and the one from a couple years ago, that was good. She was there with it. Like I said, she was all there with the right mind frame. She gave us the behind the scenes tea about what went on with her ex and the baby mama and the side baby and her not having any money and this and the other. There was no conservatorship talk at that time.
Mhm.
To now, this documentary, it's sad.
Yes.
It's sad. And you know how you don't know Wendy Williams on a personal level, but you feel like you know her from what you see on TV. And I feel like the Wendy we know would not want herself out there like this,
Mm-mm.
because she's a train wreck. She looks bad. Now, granted, if she was still in business right now and this was somebody else, Wendy would be eating this fucking story up. She would. Let's keep it real. Wendy would. She would be all up in this story. This would be all over Hot Topics. Certain things that happened in the documentary, Wendy would have highlighted and talked about. Yes. Um, but I don't think she would approve of herself being out here like this.
Nah, I don't think so either. Hey, Empress Boo, what's going on? So, yes, it is a continuation from the last one. And I said, when I saw that this one was happening, I said, so what's the reason now? Exactly. And I guess the point of showing this, in my opinion, is to show how the guardianship is broken and what is going on.
Yeah.
Because I guess she put in the light of what's happening, like what led to this, why this is going down, why this is appointed, and what is being done, because at the end of the day, so it was no reason for it to happen. Like we had no indication this was going to happen, and then now see it, you see how broken it is. So I guess she wanted to put a forefront of what the guardianship is and how messed up it can be. Especially the system is not always that great in the court system anyway. So to
Mhm.
have this guardianship placed on it and a third party guardianship when it, like, what's the reason? What's the reason? And overall, I feel yes, I still feel sad about this because it's like to see her going through this.
Yeah.
People clearly around her, besides the family, acting like nothing is wrong,
All
lying
these
to
yes men around.
themselves
Yeah.
to see that this is exactly it's an issue. It's crazy. But we're gonna get the details in a minute. I just want to give overall thoughts about it. But I just feel it's a lot. So hopefully she's getting better and working on herself. But at this moment, getting back on the TV, I don't think it's happening at all. I think you need to work on your health and stay out of the limelight. If you want to do the podcast a little bit and every now and then, do that. So, but only when you know you're ready and you are health wise ready.
Right. And not only that, her mind is not as sharp as it used to be. She's
Hey,
not as
Mother
quick
Sage, boo.
coming back
Mhm.
like she used to be. You know what I'm saying? Pushing her when she could. I mean,
Yes, exactly.
exactly. Like, I don't know. It's going to take a lot for Wendy. I mean, regardless, she's not the same Wendy that she was back in the day. Hey, Armani Boo.
Hey.
But yeah, she's not quick with it like she used to be. But then again, I don't know. Maybe with some rehabilitation, cognitive therapy,
Hey, Tracy
occupational
Boo.
that it could probably come back. I don't know. Hey, Tracy says this is my rap. But
Yes.
yeah, I feel bad for Wendy.
Yeah, I do feel bad for her. But let's get down to the details because and that's what I wanted to talk about and also get your opinions because it was 4 parts. So
Mhm.
it's not gonna be in any particular order. So we're gonna try. I'm trying to go down how I wrote my notes. But if anything is important, then we're gonna just add in and then we can just go to it. And we're gonna try to
Yeah.
discuss everything that happened. So y'all get so people who did not see it could get the whole full scope of what happened, and people who did see it could get more insight and opinions on how we feel about it. Just know there's pills for great memory. Child, they are. But it's like that.
Yeah.
So if we could tell, we see that this is a span of within 2021 to 2022. Because they did talk about a lot of 2022 and what the scholarship started happening. So around the span of that 2 years, we'll get to see how this documentary was put to form and whatnot.
Mhm.
But we did say that under May 2022, Wendy was placed under financial guardianship by Supreme Court, and she was appointed a third party guardianship, someone that's not outside of someone's outside the family. And
Mhm.
usually with guardianship is usually the family member that is appointing the guardianship. But and lately we find out like a judge and close to the end of the 4th part, she's saying that a lot of judges is pointing third party guardianship and how this is so broken because I don't know, maybe they're getting paid or whatnot. And sometimes judges do get money on the side things to make decisions
Mhm.
on behalf. So we just want to know. My thing is, if you get a point of guardianship, what qualified for you to get a guardianship?
That's what I'm saying.
What's the reason?
Now,
And
I'm
uh-huh.
sorry. Go ahead. No, go
Mhm.
ahead.
Now, what's the reason? And how do you place on it? And what can be done to get out of it? And what qualifications? Yeah, what necessary needs steps to get into the guardianship?
That's what I'm saying. I wonder did something happen like right what happened financial wise for whomever to decide to take over her finances like that. Like, I mean, we know that ultimately the judge froze her assets because of the, I mean, I hate to say it, but it was the son's fault. You know what I'm saying? Because all of the spending he was doing on the account of setting other grants, and he was probably you know getting food for his mom and things like that. But that triggered for there to even be an investigation into her finances in the first place. Now, with that being said, it came out that the judge was crooked as hell.
Mm-hmm.
To my knowledge, we still don't even fully know the whole background of who Susan, whatever her last name is. She's the financial guardian. some random white lady. I mean, she random to us. We don't know who the hell she is. And again, like what happened? We know with Britney Spears, for example, clearly she was having some mental health issues. The family seen it as her being a danger with whatever reason, and so the family stepped in and got this done. And of course, her father was a conservator. Okay, that's totally understandable. But in Wendy's case, I feel like there's a lot of crooked ass shit going on. Because even if you don't make her son a conservator, why not at least her father, her brother, or her sister?
Yes. Especially when her sister was ready to be one. She was ready to be one. Say, I'll do whatever I take, what I have to take. I take a class, so like that. Which I think that was a qualification. You have to take a little something,
Yeah,
and to be that, and that's it. And from that, didn't hear from them since until they find out they had a third party guardianship, and they cut the family off the communication. Like that
that's
is crazy. That is ridiculous. I don't understand, but we know that Wells Fargo is the one that held on money, and let's go on to that real quick. Wells Fargo with the money, right? So I
mm-hmm.
would never have there with Wells Fargo. I've seen like a couple of chains around here and there, but I'm with Chase, and I had no issue with Chase so far since I've been on it.
Mm-hmm.
But most institutions, right? A lot of people they track down your spending habits. They know
Mm-hmm.
exactly what you spend and where you at and how much you spend and it's like or what's like that. So in my case, weekly basis, I usually like take an Uber once a week on Saturdays, home on Fridays. I usually or eat throughout the week because I don't cook that much, but I do have like bills and it's like that. So they know exactly what they're spending. So when they
Right.
see something out of whack or out of place, they will contact you and reach out to you. They will email you, they will text
Mm-hmm.
you, and if you don't respond for a while, they probably will call you and let you know what's going on. So if you recognize the charges and you say yes, I make those charges, they let it be. But if
Yeah.
you say no, they cut it down. They send you a new card, and they said it's gonna be out. You can't use your account for like a couple of days, whatever, and they're gonna send you a new card, and then you can use your new card, whatever it is, and place it on hold. So my thing is, if that was triggering, did anybody reach out to Wendy about this, or anybody close, or to see if she made these charges? Because if so, what was the reason you shutting it down in the
Exactly.
first place, and then pulling a guardianship? Is it just because the financial and that's triggered it, or is y'all concerned about her health? And when her health came an issue, when y'all pointed this guardianship, because it was financial, and then they said later on in the episode, in the later parts, health. So I'll say, what triggered that,
What
and
was
what made y'all decide to just do that? Because I don't understand that. What's your experience if you have experience about money and fraud and stuff like that?
Well, no, exactly that. The same with my bank. I've been with my bank shit since before KJ was born. Like years I've been with my bank and the same thing. They know my spending habits. So if something is a little different, yes, they are gonna reach out to me. But clearly there's something crooked going on in Wendy's case for her family to be completely shut out. And they didn't even know where she was at as far as the rehab or recovery or wherever she was at. It's something crooked going on with that. And I'm gonna be honest with you because everybody is not perfect. I feel like maybe there's something that the family is leaving out as well that we don't know about.
Yeah, yeah.
Because nobody's hands are completely clean. I feel like I don't feel like everybody's hands are completely clean. Like some there's a glitch in the matrix somewhere, and I don't necessarily feel like it's all her team
Yeah.
because for the family to be cut off as well, there's something to that. Something don't sit right with that.
Or unless they're crooked, like I said, unless the system is crooked.
Or if
Because
nothing else, her sister or her son. Even take the son out. What if he's not 21? Even take the son out. Why not? Even take the father out, maybe. The brother or the sister at least.
mm-hmm, I agree.
I'm ain't right with that.
Well, I agree. Something's going on, and the reason why the conservatorship happened is that at a time, because she was doing Wendy Williams for 14 years. She had a good long run, And then, after health scare and everything, she wasn't coming back. People were trying to wonder about what's happening with her. No talks about it. And then it was probably rumors coming out here and there, but it wasn't nothing concrete. So she got to Florida. She went to Florida because it was a decision made between the family and her network of the show to say that it was okay for her to go to Florida for this time of month period. When she was down there, she was getting healthy. Her weight was coming back. She was good. It was like that. Her son was taking care of her. At that time, her son was a power attorney. And he wasn't making sure his mom was good. Until they say, we're going to extend you a little bit more time here. But, however, I guess the show did not agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. And then somebody else. And it's what that happened. She was in Florida. She was court ordered to go back to New York. She got summons to go for New York. And that's when the conservatorship happened. And once the guardianship got placed on her. And I was like, so that's the part. And it's crazy, this whole documentary, they really never really cleared up what exactly. They saying some bits and pieces, but it never really pinpoint exactly why she was put on in the first place. Unless the court just went on a black woman like that. Because yes, we had some people in the other counterparts, but we don't see a lot of them with conservatorship, and they definitely should be on it.
No, because you think about how many celebrities have squandered off their money throughout the years. Millionaires, billionaires have squandered off their money, and none of them have been under a conservatorship. And conservatorship is some white people shit. Like, what is the point of that? Because as black folks, we got at least an aunt, a sister, somebody that can watch over us for us. But a whole third party, I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't feel like the family.
I just feel like something. I guess the court says like we're gonna treat like teach her a lesson or something because she's this wealthy African American woman in the society and everything, and she has a lot of money. Let us get a hold of her and do what she got to do and put her humble herself. Because I just don't understand the reason why. If she's rich, she gonna spend a lot of money. So I don't understand what exactly what's the issue with this.
I feel like it was a scheme that Todd had set up to look like it was nothing because he wanted to set it up in the first place. No, for real. It's something between the judge, the conservator, and Will, her manager.
Yes, let's get in this Will thing. Will was a jeweler. How come a jeweler became her manager? What was the qualification and what led to that? Because how a jeweler became a manager?
And how long has he been her manager? Since the conservatorship? Or when did you become her manager? You went from Jacob the jeweler to now you are managing her? And the same for the publicist. She was a publicist, and now you basically like her manager / personal assistant / caretaker.
Yes. Some people around her is related so much. And we'll get to that in a minute. But I was like, I think part of the reason, what I guess we don't know, I'm just speculating that she's in this position. She gave people too much position and power to control a lot of her finances, control a lot of her things. Start from her husband, and it's led her down to this path that she can have no control over things. It's always in the love with a man, let him take care of everything. I just like to be on TV. I like to just be famous and do all the stuff like that. Let them handle the other stuff, and they kind of messed her over. It's like that from there, and then you got this big, huge divorce that happened publicly that she could not get over, and then the loss of her mom, and then a lot of other stuff like that. So I guess a part of the reason I feel like Wendy Williams in this mess is because she let some people always control her things and not be on control. It's like you never let somebody have so much control of everything in your parts of your life. You need to be, even if you was famous, you need to be a part of every aspect. Your finance, business, hey Jada, business, anything, especially your finances. Because there are vultures out there who be close to you that you would never expect, but also people you should expect the most. With our finance and everything. And I feel like this is a lot of the reason why she's on it. Because I don't think she would never be in this I don't know. I can't say she will never be, but I just feel like if she would have take more control of her finance and everything, her stuff, she probably would not be in this severe situation that she's in now.
Mind you, you already knew about your husband having a side bitch and him spending money on her and all this, that, and the other, baby. I don't know. I don't know, Wendy. And then too, let's get on Kevin Hunter, the husband. What did he have to do with the finances as well in some sort of way? I mean, granted, they divorced, right? I don't know if they had a prenuptial agreement. I don't know if any of that talk at all has come out about a prenup, whether one was in place at all, whatever in the first place. But I feel like maybe he had some sort of handle in her finances some sort of way, even possibly after the divorce or something. Somehow I'm looking at everybody sideways because it makes no sense for her to have a third party conservator over her money. Again, the family, I ain't saying it wrong. I'm just saying everybody's hands ain't completely clean. But you never know. I mean, again, it could be a scheme that goddamn Kevin set up with the judge so he can back down and get some money if she's under this conservatorship. They cutting him a deal or something, some sort of way. I don't know, man. Because, he just got denied. Well, the judge just denied a motion for him to look into her financial records. Oh. What are you trying to look into the financial records for, boo-boo?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to do?
Exactly. Yeah.
Y'all are divorced. Y'all ain't together no more. Your son you ain't paying child support. She ain't paying child support. You got a whole nother baby to worry about. Why is you dipping over here worried about trying to look at her financial records? For what?
Exactly.
That don't make no sense to me. I don't know. They all dirty to me.
Exactly. So the guardianship appointed, and throughout this documentary, they never really said who the guardianship name is. They keep that in the name out. Don't know who it is. They keep saying it's third party, and that's what
it was on something else. But yeah, I find her name for it because it came out on something else. What the conservative's name is, but
yeah, we never know who the guardian is, like that. So they kept blocking her name out. But Will have to answer to her and let her know everything. Everything that Will or Wendy had to do is whether she spending things, going places and stuff like that. They had to get approval from the guardianship. And the guardianship did appoint a healthcare advocate to schedule appointments for her and stuff like that. And the guardianship and the courts and whatever is declined talking and doing interviews. Was just like, of course, we know why.
Oh, Sabrina. Her name is Sabrina Morrissey. This is her. This is who she's under the conservatorship of this random ass white woman. Who is you?
Exactly. Exactly. Yes.
See, that's her name. I was calling her Susan. My bad.
So,
of Wendy Williams.
Oh my gosh. Oh. So we do know she has some couple of health issues, and that plays a role throughout the documentary. And why I feel like a lot of people figure bull crapping us when it comes to her health and everything. But we will go in that detail. Will, Sean, and some other people. So she had thyroids. She had thyroid problem, and
she has Graves' disease.
She got Graves' disease. That's what the bug eyes. You see her like this, and eyes more.
But that's a combination of the Graves and the thyroid disease. Because if you have a thyroid disease, that can affect your ocular as well. So I think it's a combination of both of them that got her eyes so bulged like that.
Mm-hmm. And she also got lymphedema, right? That's like lymphedema.
Lymphedema, yeah.
Lymphedema. It's like that. And throughout the figure documentary, she would like to show her feet. And I just don't understand why. And that's what it plays in her mindset, thinking that showing that is making herself feel like she's so real, but not understanding that people are more concerned by seeing that and don't want to put you back on TV because they seeing that. But she is so concerned with showcasing that. It's like a remote memory. It's like that. She's like, oh, I got to show them this. I got to be on TV. I got to do all that stuff. And that's that. Her money being held up. She going to see the psychiatrist, neurologist, all this stuff to happen, a therapist, and like going to and she didn't want to go to no center. She didn't want to get help. She act like she don't have no reason to get that help. And like that, I'm not going to see no therapist. I ain't crazy. I said that's a typical response to most white people in our community to say. Just to say that we don't need no help, but we the most help because we the most living in the most damage. And I said, first of all, especially with our history going on, we need someone to talk to. It's a generation of going through a lot,
yep,
and not unhealed trauma of generations that we need to get healed from. And that's what so much was so broken now. So anything else I got to say right now?
She also went to the trainer. You remember when she went to the trainer and drove that trainer crazy as hell?
Yes.
He was very patient with her.
Uh-huh.
The trainer was trying to, get some occupational type therapy going on with her. Help your cognitive skills, your feet.
Posture,
Get
yeah.
her balance. She's like, nope, not doing that. Nope. I'll be like, somebody come get her now. I'm like, what? Come pick this woman up. She was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I said, oh my.
Get her out my face, please. Fucking out the chakras.
Yes, it's like, girl, get someone out of here. So she was in a New York apartment, and when you go inside her apartment, it's very closed in, and all the walls are black. And I have a problem with that because I was like, one thing about it is that you in a closed space, you're very lonely, you're drinking herself to death, and we're gonna talk about her alcoholism because that's part of the reason why she's forgetful a lot of things and everything. Mm-hmm. And it's very depressing. It's like black to me as an all apartment color sounds very depressing.
Yes.
It's very depressing. It doesn't say it shows you your state and your mindset you're going through. Because it's like your mental does affect your life in your household. How clean it is, how lively it is, the colorness you have in your place. If you keep yourself tidy or neat, it affects your mindset. So you got vibrant colors and you keep yourself clear and airy in your apartment. It explains to your mindset how good it is. But you got dark and gloomy, you will have dark things around you. So having that in her apartment all by herself is very depressing. And Jada and some of my ministers could tell you, I was on that throughout the whole documentary. Why her walls is black? Why her walls is black? I'm not getting over Will being a jeweler, and I couldn't get over her walls being black.
And it seemed like they were just in her bedroom, right? Or was it throughout the whole
house? Was black.
Okay, it seemed like it was just the bedroom because that's where they probably were showing her in the bedroom, though. But I don't. That's why should I say? Because I can say something real ugly. But yeah, moving right along.
Yes. So then she got this jeweler as Will the jeweler, be a manager. Say they've been friends, whatever it is, but they know of Wendy for a while, and he was her jeweler, and now become a manager. What qualified to be a manager?
Thank you. What school did he go to? Who was he managing before that?
Exactly.
Who was he doing to qualify his dad? Hell, if that's the case, I could be a manager. I can manage a career too.
What qualified Will to be a manager? And yes, he may be concerned about the alcohol because that's probably the main reason why. But at the same time, I mean, yeah, he didn't want her to drink and everything.
He didn't, but I feel like I can tell a bullshitter. I feel like he was playing that up for the cameras a lot. I feel like the camera's not been around because she's so comfortable drinking now, and you've been her manager, so she's had access to alcohol before.
Yeah,
you made it comfortable for her before, but you playing it up like, oh yeah, I'm watching out for her. I'm her manager. You going all through her cabinets, and mind you, you got the camera with you, following you. Yeah. You going all through her cameras. You looking at this. You looking at that. I don't trust his ass.
I don't trust him either. I don't trust him either. And part of why you don't trust him,
stand-up guy like you there looking out for her. No, bitch, you trying to play this off of the camera because the camera is around now, and when the shit hit the fan that she's been done wrong by all of you motherfuckers for the longest, you gonna make it seem like, oh no, I was one of the only people here that had her back. I was looking out for the alcohol. I was looking out for this, that, and the other. No. But you also yelling at her like she a damn dog, demanding for her to come back
Yes.
because she has
Yes.
obligations to fulfill.
For
Really?
real. Yelling. And I was like, it
Mm-mm.
was that. And then one thing I didn't really like that, a lot of things I didn't like he was doing. Wendy had this thing that she wanted to get back on TV. She wanted to be back on TV. She wanted to do the podcast. She wanted this. She's so great. She was saying, I'm going to get my show back and everything. I'm going to be real. I just want to wear this. And I'm going to show people my feet. And it's going to be good. And they're going to have to be real talk and everything. But when we see through a clip when she was trying to go back, she couldn't remember things. She was forgetting things. She is not on part. Her conversation was all over the place. It wasn't making sense. It wasn't coherent and cohesiveness as well. So when they ask you if there's a problem with her and why she is in the state she's in, and for you to go tell us that there's no issue, this is Wendy, this is who it is, and it's not consistent. This is, I said, clearly when we seeing it, we clearly see it's an issue. We clearly see she drinking herself a lot because of her loneliness. She's bored. She got a lot of stuff going on. She want to constantly showing her feet. Constantly want to show things. Constantly showing the people the state that she's in now. And you gonna tell us that it's no issue, it's no problem. I was annoyed when they keep saying that. I was very annoyed.
That rip between him and the Sean, that pissed me off because clearly, nigga, Ray Charles, blind as hell in his grave, can see there's something. Wendy is not all the way there. Wendy, you can clear as day see it. Down to the people filming the documentary. You know, after they released a statement not too long ago saying, had they known that Wendy was actually going through dementia, they would have never aired. That's the goddamn lie. The family told you in the interview that we just watched that she was diagnosed in 2022. So as soon as you found that out, okay, that makes sense why things aren't really connecting. If you really cared about it, you'd have stopped the filming right then and there. Everybody getting a paycheck off of her some sort of way. That's what's really messed up. But Will, for you to sit there, Will and Sean, for both of you all to sit there and be asked the question, do you feel like alcohol is a problem for Wendy? Do you feel like this is something she could come back from? Oh, no, I think she has it under control. No, I think she could. That's how celebrities end up drinking themselves to death or doing drugs, killing themselves because they have a bunch of yes people around them that's getting a paycheck, getting paid off of their misery. Or they're getting paid to be there and to be yes men for them. No, hell no. Everybody around her, they need to scrap everybody around her.
Yeah. And then at times she could Wendy become very rude at people and everything. That probably is a sign of dementia because, you know, a lot of things happening. So maybe it's things not working right in her favor and she will get upset with you. It's like that. Like, for example, the documentary, it's the same store I will go to. The same store she like to get her vape pens. She said, we got to go drive past the Wendy Williams show. And then around the corner from that show is my stop. I get my smokes. They went to that same store. Sean kept going back and forth with the same thing. I said, I don't know the difference between the different blues. They all look the same to me. And she said, no, that's not it. It's not it. They said, this is what we go to all the time. They went past the thing, went back to this is the same store. She said, no, it isn't. No, it's not. And then she said, realize, she said, oh my gosh, it is store. And then she apologized afterwards. And I was like, and y'all seen this going on numerous times. But yet, it's no issue. This is just Wendy. You cannot tell me that Wendy was like, we know Wendy is diva and everything, but I don't think she was never like that to that point.
I will say, Charlamagne the God. Did you hear when he was on the radio right after the docuseries? He was on there and he was like, he was saying that he had seen a lot of people that were on Twitter saying how rude Wendy was and that the dementia's taking over, making her rude. And Charlamagne was like, I was watching it like, okay, that's Wendy. I mean, yeah, it's a little enhanced, but that's Wendy. That's how she is. That's how she talks to people. So it made me think like, damn, that's how she is for real, for real. Probably not to that level, but yeah, the alcohol and the dementia is making it worse. Because Charlamagne did say like base level wise, that's how
That's
she
probably true.
is.
Yeah, she probably is to that to an extent.
Yeah,
But
but yeah, definitely it's enhanced with all this going on with her.
so there.
That
And then she was diagnosed with alcohol-induced dementia. That's plays on her dementia and losing memory and stuff like that. So when Sean took her to LA and stuff like that, and have her sit down and willfully let her drink, knowing she shouldn't be drinking, and then sitting there and act like, oh, she could control her things, she could control this, but knowing that's a factor to her health problem. But then again, you don't know. She said she didn't know a lot about her medical issues, stuff like that. But yeah, you want to take her to the interview when they could ask you these questions and you don't know that?
that bitch Shawnee, her ass whooped. She know what she was doing.
For real.
She clearly could see. And then on top of that, when they went to the restaurant because they went to have brunch before the interview, Wendy's ordering a drink. Sean asked, "What is that?" Wendy's like, "Grey Goose." And Sean has even got that look on her face like, shit, okay. I've seen the look on your face. Everybody watching the look. I mean, watching the show, seeing that look on your face. So you fucking knew, okay, dang, all right, she's going to be drinking. This could go left. This could go either way. So you know something is up. And then for you to sit up there and lie, I get it. You trying to CYA, cover your ass should something hit the fan later. But them to ask you, do you think her drinking is excessive? Do you think she's losing control? Do you think that Wendy has a problem with drinking? Control? You think she good? You need to
What's that good shit out our face?
You need to with that. You know damn well.
Exactly. I was like, girl.
And
but
now,
it's like she's drink more after the divorce thing happening with her husband.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that kind of messed up even more. And then the loss of her mom that messed up more. It's like it's a lot that she just don't have a close relationship with her son because she's like, though her son, the most thing she was really did hold to her heart that she kept repeating most of the time was her son, her job. She want to get back on TV.
Get back on TV and her son, yeah.
Yes, those things. And it's like, and I think her money today. She wanted money. She had no money. She wanted her job and her son. That's the most thing she had. The most thing about it. That's what most on repeat of her mind. And it's that. It's like you watch her in the documentary. She can be very robotic at her responses.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be able to take on TV. They're gonna see this. They're gonna watch my face. I said it's can be remotely. It's like you being controlled all the time.
That's just her only focus. That's it. Trying to get back on TV and her son. Trying to get back on TV and her son. I feel so, and it's so heartbreaking to see somebody as big as Wendy Williams was, as great as she was, to see her like this right now. Again, we don't know Wendy, but I know Wendy would want herself out there like this.
Yes.
That's sad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it is the thing. So we see Sean have her faults. Will has his moments like that. And, yeah, I didn't like the screaming. I didn't like the constant like yelling on her phone. Saying, yeah, what's this? It isn't that. And I don't know. I understand that because Sean, she called you for some food in the house because she's hungry. That led you to take her to the plane and fly to LA so she could be with NBC Universal to cut a deal, whatever you want to do, for a new TV show, whatever you want to do. And how? Didn't tell Will.
Because look here, NBC is a major network, which means an interview was set up. It was on the books probably a little while ago. So the appointment been set up, right?
Yes.
The appointment been there. It's been on the docket, bitch. It's been on the Apple calendar. It's been there. We done been known about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she called you to go get a burger and some fries or something. How the hell she end up all the way across the U.S. like that? And it just so happens she's going there. Just so happened to got a meeting with NBC lined up. No, man. No, Sean. And then too, it makes me think with Will too. Sean, you're the publicist slash assistant. Who set up the meeting? Who called to get the meeting set up? I would think that's something a manager would do, right?
Yes.
I would think so. Not an assistant, not a publicist, but that's management. Management sets deals up. So somebody called to set up that, which again makes me feel like Will. I don't feel like your hands is completely clean because you knew about the interview with NBC. You knew about it.
You know about it.
You knew about it. You probably didn't know it was on this date at this time. You probably forgot. But who called to set up the meeting in the first damn place?
First place.
Who did that?
Exactly. Who was the one who made the appointment?
Who did that? And
Exactly.
then who paid for the plane tickets and the hotel
You know
room?
what the thing is? Who's paying for all this stuff? If she had no access to her money, and they got a guardianship, how is the money being divvied up? How is she getting these alcohol bottles? Who is paying for all this stuff? Who paying
That's
for
what I'm
who's
saying.
everything?
She has to call other people for everything that she needs. She has to call other people. Now, Sean, the assistant slash publicist, I ain't saying that she.
How you doing? Yeah.
Hey. I'm not saying that Sean, the publicist slash whatever the hell she is, I ain't saying she ain't got no money. But what I am saying is, who paid for both of y'all hotel room? Okay, y'all probably split the room. Who paid for y'all plane tickets? Who paid for the Uber? Who paid for the food at the restaurant? Who paid for the Grey Goose?
Yes, who paid for this stuff? Who is paying for all this stuff? If they had to go through the guardianship for everything, who is paying? So the guardianship know all the expenses? Because according to the guardianship, she didn't, Will and the guardian didn't know y'all was going to LA.
They didn't know.
I thought that, what's going on?
I don't trust none of them paying.
Exactly. None of y'all telling the truth. Even when she's in New York, who is paying for everything? How is she getting these bottles?
That she gets an allowance from the conservatorship. The estate pays the salaries. So who set up the meeting for NBC? Who set that up, and who paid for the plane tickets for her to go there? Because again, she called Sean to go get something to eat. How I go from go get something to eat to we all the way up in LA at the damn Hollywood Walk of Fame and stuff? Like that don't make no sense.
Oh yeah, she gets allowance for the conservatorship. I mean, how much was allowance? How much was allowance she's getting?
Not Grey Goose, that's for sure. Grey Goose and Blue Bay.
She got allowance to get this alcohol all the time, but she's supposed to be monitored. So I would say if they get allowance, if she don't get access to her own money, right? Will is the manager. So will the guardian give Will the money so he could do the money issues as paying for things and stuff like that, or they go directly to Wendy? It's like that. So I was like, so if Wendy does have some access to her money, and she's just getting an allowance every month, or somebody else is paying for everything for her? Because what we all to find out, everybody was doing everything for her in the first place before she got to the Smiths. So how is it that? So explain to me. That's what I want to know. Explain to me. Who is paying for that? If they get an allowance, Sean doing this or Will doing this, all that's like that, but yet he didn't know they took the trip to the LA.
That's what I'm saying. Will knew. Will and Sean, they damn knew something. I'm sorry, they knew something. And then Sean like, she played you. Get her ass back here now. She played you. You can't see that. And Sean is like, well, she's terrified of you. She don't want me to call you. Bitch, you the publicist. And you was just like, okay, I ain't gonna call her. We gonna go ahead and catch this flight. I'm gonna give food out to LA. No, that don't make no sense. That's why I say all of them are dirty. All of them are dirty. All of them are. I just feel like
Yeah. I
they
hear
doing
y'all about this allowance and stuff like that, but somebody is doing it. If she not in her mental capacity to pay for things herself and not handle things, somebody is handling the expenses in her behalf. So
hell yeah, Sean is a fan. You can tell, girl.
we know she is.
Yeah, you can
We know
tell.
she is. It was got became because
She
she
just
was
want to
working
get
as
up in
a attorney
the
in a
face,
certain
child.
place and doing cases, and then she became a publicist. And then you set herself up. First of all, how you have her outside in LA in that gear on, standing by her freaking star, like you said, you want her memory, whatever, it's nice. But standing there, looking a mess a little bit. Don't even
Child,
know what's going on. Just several, and everybody coming and say, "Oh, thank you, thank you," like it's a little robot. Thank
looking
you.
like
Yes.
she was out there looking like a goddamn GTA character or something. The way she was just standing there.
It's like, and you're a publicist, and you let her out there like that.
Wendy was out there looking like a whole ass Bratz doll. She had this shake and go blonde wig on, the little t-shirt, of course, with a tig old bitty sitting up, some hoochie daddy all the way live shorts on, with some Gucci Spanx, Gucci leggings, with the boots with the fur. She was out there looking a mess. I'm sorry. And Wendy was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get back on TV, and I'm gonna wear this. I want to look
Yes,
like this."
yes,
No, you don't. No, Wendy. No, ma'am. And
yes,
Sean, right there, just co-signing on the
yes.
side. Yeah, I look like whole GTA Bratz doll. That was bad. That was very bad. I wasn't with it.
Yeah, she wasn't a good publicist because you let her do a lot of things that was not necessary to do, especially when you know her state of mind. She's unstable, and then, yeah, that's why y'all was pretending like it was no issue. It said it only got worse after the LA. She was worse before the LA. That's what I'm saying. You cannot say she got worse after she came back from LA. She got worse before that, and y'all be delusional and choose not to.
She got worse on the second half of this goddamn document. As soon as y'all picked up the camera, baby, at the beginning of 2022, oh, that's when we was like, oh, hell no. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So her niece, Alex, come around, right? Talk about that niece is too much. Yes,
I,
I get it, but girl, you coming in here being hot for her to date hood dudes, her body type is well.
okay.
Child, you said it.
Letter P. Okay,
For
capital
real,
P with that.
for real. So I was like, you coming in here being hot. You know, the show got replaced with Sherry Shepherd. You know, this is going on. Like, you know what's going on here. And then Wendy looking at her.
Child, Wendy wasn't all the way there, but she was there enough to like, okay, Alex.
Like, we got it, girl. Like, she
Okay.
called a sergeant, and they see Sean. They want no parts of Sean. Now I get it. Sean's not to be trusted. But you coming in all like, I don't want to talk to her. And it's like, you could have got information from her. Because obviously the family
You.
is shut out. So
Thank
you could have got information from her.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You coming in there, you're talking to the producers, telling the producers, I don't know her. I don't even want her. Like, she has no business being around my aunt. Like, why is she around? Obviously, where the hell y'all been at? Because she been right there with Wendy. Not saying that you didn't want to, but what I am saying is you want to get some answers as to what the fuck is probably going down. You would think you would want to talk to Sean and figure out who she is and how long she been around and this, that, and the other. She was just rude to her from the jump, which I get it. Alex, Sean is moving kind of funny. We get that, but at the same time, Denise came in like, I just kind of been like, where you been at this whole damn time?
Exactly. Where have you been?
Where you been?
Most of the family is in Florida. She's over here in New York by herself with some people around her. She don't really have friends as much like that. I mean, she only have a close relationship to her son, but she really wants because her son is away from her right now because she chooses to drink. And anybody who goes against her drinking, she flips out on you. She don't want you being around her. Her sister, her son. She said, "Oh yeah, me son good. And he just don't like alcohol. So you gonna keep choosing the alcohol, but then again, you get access to it all the time and everything. And then sister, and then all like that. So she had a problem with everybody going against her when she drinks. But yet, people around her is enabling that. Like, instead of cutting that off and getting her help, no, y'all keep getting her access.
Even the aunt, I mean, not the aunt, Wendy's sister, you know, her niece's mom, even she wasn't like so aggressive like that. Like, the niece was just doing a whole lot. It just made me look at her sideways, like, you coming in on 10, well, where you been at this whole damn time? I ain't heard nothing about you. Like, where you been at? If you was that worried about it, you should have been done. Came through kicking down doors. The way you came up in that hot kicking down doors, you'd have thought you'd have been done did that. Why you trying to get the camera to come around to now you in here, you doing all this extra shit? I don't know. I'm looking at everybody.
Everybody like that. Everybody, it's like, come on.
Yeah,
and it's a lot. So to break down what's going on. So the guardianship derives from the financial, and the bank didn't approve of Wanda, what I'm saying, Wendy expenses and her approval habit. So in February 22, they said she was a victim of undue influences and financial exploitation.
Mm-hmm.
They were just exploiting her money around all left and right. There's a false account. They sealed it for confidential, so nobody can really see her records and everything. But every year they had to review the thing to make sure she stays on or she could get off of it. Kevin Hunter Jr., her son, was part of an attorney. And I feel like he was doing a good job taking care of his mom, which I just like that. But they was accusing the family for kind of abusing Wendy and her finance. And they said the family was due to unfit to take care of her, what they had been doing for a while now to get herself healthy. And then y'all call her back to New York. And then y'all put her on and said they do unfit. You had a whole interview with them, having a conversation. They was ready to be there for them. And they said, oh, no, we don't want them. I was like, what?
Which, again, it makes me question. And I hate to say it like this, but it makes me question the family. I don't know. Yeah, we know that judge is crooked. You know, that it already came out that the judge is crooked as hell. And I feel like between Sean, who's the manager, and that judge and this conservator, Sabrina Mosley or Mosery, whatever, they all got something conspired going on with that. But this is the thing I feel like with the family. We know it was almost $100,000 in Uber Eats alone. $80,000 for his rent. Mm-hmm. Those are the only two expenses that we know, that, at least that they talked about. I'm sure there had to have been millions of other expenses, but ultimately, what triggered the bank was the Uber Eats and all this other extra
for the birthday party.
Yeah, yes, $100 for the birthday party. That's Wendy's son. She gonna go all out like I am. I'm gonna go all out for my son. You know, do whatever it is that they need. But what was the straw? Like, what was the final straw that made? I don't know. I know the question I'm trying to say, but I just don't get how the court got involved with that.
That's what I want to know too.
That's what I don't understand.
Because when she came to Florida, y'all agreed she stayed there. Now she stayed there a little bit longer, but all of a sudden the court got involved and then they started making a decision.
But then too, did the court get involved from the power of attorney that her son had over her? And they can have a financial advisor watch the family back from it. But I'm saying, like, okay, the son, what made her son?
Yeah, but what made them need to have the financial advisor to watch the family and watch the back of the day? Like, like I said, like we trying to get at. It's not like we get all the terminology y'all saying all this like that. We get all that. We saying that when they ended the show and that time and they had to go to Florida, they made an agreement for her to go to Florida. It was nothing to talk about then. about her being on the thing. So they got, yes, we do know the account got flagged, but it was like if she agreed and proved those finances, expenses, why they still consider her going to guardianship. So it has to be more than that. If they really know about her health, and they say, you know what, she don't seem fit, so we're gonna put guardianship because all that is understandable. We understand all of this. What exactly?
Right, like
the decision.
What happened for her to have a power over attorney for her in the first place? What happened? What I mean, was it because she fainted on TV? Like what? Why would some? I know in the medical field why somebody would need a power of attorney over them. They're sick. They're unconscious. They need medical decisions, made for them. Da 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 da. Did the family see that maybe she's got something going on mentally, and so we're gonna put the son in as power over attorney over her? Or maybe it's even more deep than that. Maybe her ex-husband was over the finances some sort of way, and then when they divorced, he was no longer over that. So maybe they put the son as power over attorney over her finance. I don't know. Just why did she have a power over attorney in the first fucking place? And why would she be put on the conservatorship? Celebrities, they fuck off their money all the time. What makes her so different? That's what I don't understand. I don't get it.
And they're not being clear. So we all can speculate. They gave us bits and pieces, but then was never clear exactly what made them get on her, made her be on the coalition. They were never clear on that. And that's why I'm kind of stuck on that. I said, if y'all was clear on that, we got the pieces. They gave us the bullet point. The account was flagged. This happened. This happened. Yeah, yes. Those symptoms. What exactly was the main cause? Your account could be flagged at a certain amount. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
But still, what place of the guardianship?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, what?
Because if account be flagged at a certain amount, what is that certain amount? And also, like I said, and we've talked about in the beginning, a lot of us may have some fraud account activity may happen in our accounts. They reach out to us.
Yeah.
And they ask us if we understand expenses. If we say yes, they let it go. If we can move on. They say no, then they take action on that. So if it's that way, and it's a certain amount of account, I never heard about this in any other bank, but this Wells Fargo, I heard about this now, and with Wendy. So if that's the case, what is the money account cut off? And that's the case, should a lot of people be put on guardianship because of that? If it's like this consistently, then I said fine. But if it's just like this for her and nobody else, I have some issue with that because they never made a point, a clear on that. So yes. Not Sure. It's like that. So excessive alcohol drinking, two things. Okay, Tracy, tell us two things. So you might even know some things because
break it down.
Break it down. They never told us. Because I'm watching this and I'm really very observant what they be saying and take a little bit of notes. And they never made it clear exactly what happened. Oh, so my thing is while we waiting for the explanation, my thing is, so if Sean and Will say everything is good, let's say they say everything is good, no issue. This is Wendy, no concern. Why are we taking this long? What's the holdup? What's the holdup? If everything is good, what's the holdup? Why she's not back on TV? Why she at least couldn't do the podcast?
Yep.
So obviously it's some issues that is holding them up. Why she couldn't get her deal? If she was this great, because she was a great person. She was good. She had a long, successful run on TV and radio. What exactly why is the holdup? She has a personal maker, not just a bank alert. The personal maker was aware Big Kevin no longer had access to us and was spending $10K. She has a personal maker, not just. She has a personal maker. not just making money. The person making was aware Big Kev no longer had access to hers and was spending 2K, 10K. So Big Kev didn't have access to her money and he was spending the money. So how he got the access? It was through the son because he was a power of attorney. So the son gave Big Kevin that money for he was spending the money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking because my kids are under guardianship, not Wendy money, but 6 figures. Oh, okay. So y'all saying Kevin Jr. was the one that was the liaison between the money spending. Okay. I mean, he said he never, I mean, he did say he never spent anything out of the money without his mother's consent.
Mm-hmm.
That's what his saying. And I was like, but I believe that Wendy would not tell her son no because she has the money. That's her only son. Okay. Big Kev had been on account for years. So other banks were just letting him take out money. Okay. Okay. So that's on Big Kev. So it's like to get on him for going on, but they got cut her folks account and put her on guardianship. That's why I said a problem was that she let somebody take a fully control of everything and didn't know what was going on until it's too late. And I guess this was the reason why this happened for her.
Hmm.
6 figures. Okay. Oh, the kids. Okay. Okay. I like her. So I said, what's the holdup? If she's so good, everything's fine, there's no issues. So that means y'all are lying to yourself and lying to Wendy and making her believe something's gonna be done, especially with Sean. Oh yeah, this is great. Yes, you're gonna be back on TV. Everything is fine. We're gonna price this right. No. No.
Yes, man. She's getting a paycheck. So she's gonna tell Wendy what she wants to hear. She's getting a paycheck. I thought it was cute when Black China came to visit her.
Yes.
I thought
And I
that
feel like
was super cute.
okay, that made more sense. It's like it wasn't just about all right, they forced the account, yes, it's spending money, which is good. That's what I say. They should ask her, it's like the same. But they forced the account for the account. I can get it. When they seen her, they feel like she was mentally off and her health wise and everything. And that's what they placed on guardianship for that. To move, they had the court to step in. Okay.
So how did the son become power of attorney? And with the power of attorney, with power of attorney, does he have access over her accounts?
Power of attorney was at a divorce. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm confused by that. I'm still confused.
Say no. So Kevin Jr. They had on it. He may have access to accounts. Yeah. So, she was planning to sell clothes. She didn't have a power of attorney at first.
So she didn't have one.
Yeah. It's like that.
So when she went to the bank and seemed off, that's when she got one? I don't know. Now this shit making me feel like I need a goddamn guardianship and get me confused as hell.
Yeah, they have fired all of them except the guardian. That guardian's still gonna be crooked herself. So what's the point? They let her off the guardianship, but then again, her health. So I think I was like, maybe that's the reason, and maybe that's the reason why they placed her on it. But they don't make it seem like it was just finance, and that's that.
No.
What is going on? And you can tell the interaction is like the son, the nephew. They were very impactful. They were very hurt about what's going on. Seeing mom and niece like that in that state, it is very jarring. And I pretty know that son would not put his mother in harm's way. I know he would put his mother in harm's way. He loved his mom too much. And to see her in this state and the fact that she couldn't help, and I feel like if they would have allowed her to stay with him, to continue taking care of
Would
her.
have been, yeah,
Well,
she'd have been way better.
probably been good. But then again, as part of it, she also don't want to keep staying in Florida, which until now she realized she needs to be with her family. But she kept
Right.
going back in New York. Now I want to be back in New York, and part of because she want to keep being back on TV.
But she moved out of her apartment, right? Is she in a new apartment now?
She moved out of her apartment, but I think last time we sent the document, she said she was planning to be with her family. So I don't know if she's in
Lord.
Florida or she's in a new apartment. Other than when she went into the bank to unfreeze her account, they said she needed a power of attorney and she put the cap on, but can't legally sign a power of attorney if you're not in your right mind. I mean, yes, they could explain all of that. They didn't explain none of that. So we have
Right.
to, if they would explain exactly what led to the pieces to her getting on it, saying that this, then it would be no, it shouldn't be like that. So I understand that. So it's like, yes, if they froze her account because they feel like it was big spending, she would have said, no, I authorized the spending like this. I know the expenses. But they said, oh, well, you need a power of attorney. They got the power of attorney. He can't even sign it. So, but they realized her health, her mental state was not right. So that led them say, you know what, we need to call down here. The court
I'm
documents
trying to put shit together in my head.
private was really sad. Yes. Yeah, they definitely they sealed the documents, so we can't really know anything. But if anybody got the public documents before it got private,
That's what I'm saying, Trey. The family's hands are not completely
that's what I'm saying,
clean.
and that's the problem. Why I feel like,
Sorry,
yeah,
they're not.
they wasn't that clean either. Like Auntie Mama said, I don't think they really clean either because it's like for them to have a conversation with you to say, no, you not, we don't want your son to power of attorney anymore, and we don't want you to be no guardian, because usually guardianship is for the family, and family are usually the guardians. So they but then again, the judge said, well, the lawyer later on said the guardianship is broken because a lot of judges not going families anymore. They're trying to do the third party that way. So, but in this case, I don't see no reason why she should have got a third party guardianship.
Because this cricket, they all stealing from her ass is what it is. Like I said earlier, I thought it was really, really cute when Black China came to visit Wendy. And again, the Wendy we know would not want herself out there looking the way she did. When she took her wig off, I ain't gonna lie, I almost felt a lump in my throat because
yes,
you know how Wendy is, especially about her appearance and things like that. And that for me, like solidified, like, okay, she has dementia, y'all. It's clear as day. She took her wig off and she was there present in the conversation, but she wasn't there all the way. True enough, she probably was a little intoxicated because she seemed a little bit both talking to China. She seemed half intoxicated. She seemed half like a little dementia that was there with her. And then at the end, when she told Black China, she was like, I'm gonna get back on TV. And I'm Wendy Hunter. My last name is Hunter. Knowing Wendy was not claiming Hunter not too long ago. You know what I mean? Like, because that was her ex-husband's name and all of that. She wasn't doing all that. But kind of just looked at her. She was like, yep. And you can see China getting ready to cry. And she just went and hugged her because I've dealt with somebody going through dementia before, and it's so heartbreaking to see. So hard, especially somebody as sharp as Wendy Williams is.
Yeah, she was. It's like that. And yeah, I think Black China and her, that was the realest moment we ever seen her have with someone for a while. And really feel vulnerable and really feel like that. Even though she wasn't there all the way, but she was there enough. They said, let me show you this. Let me show you my feet. Let me show you this. It's like that. But then again, we realized to say you can't be back on TV when you know you got a lot of stuff going on, girl. It's like that. And they said you get in power of attorney and going into confused. No, I understand that they both are separate. So I do understand the son was power of attorney. We got that point. They took him off the power of attorney to put them on guardianship. So my thing is not the terminology is confusing. I'm talking like what led into guardianship.
Circumstances is what's confused and what led up to it. Yeah, I know the difference between a POA and a guardianship.
Mm-hmm.
Why in the first place? That's what I'm asking. What specifically led up to it for it to happen. And
Yeah.
again,
If it
that
was that she went in and trying to get a freeze account and they felt like her health was not in the right mind, and that's what that triggered them to get to that, then say that. They say that when she talked to us in the court, we realized her state was not right. And that let us appoint someone to handle her finances and also a healthcare advocate to get her health back in state. And that's the case, explains all of this. It explains everything she's going through. So for Will and Sean to act like that was not the issue, or that's the reason why y'all not there in the first place, to make sure she's in the right state of mind and right stable getting back healthy wise, then y'all fooling yourselves.
but they know their hands ain't clean either. They all fucking freaking dirty.
But they can't say that. That was because that was the court. No, they told us he took off. So unless you got proof, they say he's still on it. The documentary told us he's off power of attorney. That's what they told us. Now, if he's on it, then that's different. Then, but they told us they took him off.
He said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that in the documentary.
But they can't say that because that was the court. Okay. So the court got out there, but the court don't want to speak. Why don't want to speak? The court don't want to speak to us. They want to talk about it. They want to take no interviews. No interviews. So that was deeper than the bank. Yes, it had to be more than the bank. So don't make it seem like it was just the finance that gets your guardianship. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So and to say, and then later on, the niece talked to her when what was it, Florida? And niece was going down and spraying all this like that. She want to watch TV, and you say you can't be doing this, and everybody's around you, and this is like I said. It's not because what you're saying is wrong. It's how you saying it, girl. You saying like you're a drill sergeant beating someone in the head for someone who stayed. The mindset is not there.
Exactly. And she was just doing too damn much. I just felt like, girl, I don't know if you felt like, okay, this is my time to shine, so everybody know that I was here for my aunt the whole time. You just going off and you trying to beat this into this woman's head. Wendy ain't even all the way there, and she ain't trying to hear what the hell you trying to say.
Oh, yeah. She's like, girl, that's why I watch the TV.
Right, because you coming in preaching, and that's not. I don't even want to hear it. Shit, it ain't got nothing to do with me. But you coming in there preaching like that, that's not getting nothing across to any damn body. I don't care who you are.
It's not. Don't preach. Don't preach to someone who's not. Don't preach. I thought he said
for Sunday.
Yes, the courts didn't want the family to be a guardian at all. They took him off power of attorney, and they did not want them to be the guardian at all. No, so they put a third party guardian.
Yep.
Yeah.
He said the courts took him off of being her power of attorney, and they appointed somebody else to do. That's what he said.
Yes.
The court's hands are dirty. Yes.
The bank started it. Yes, the bank started it.
Crime, yeah.
Account. She's trying to get that situated. They saw her health was not right. So they got the courts involved, and of course, appointing the guardian. That makes sense. It makes sense if you break it down that way, but they didn't break it down that way. They didn't break it down all the way to explain what triggered her to get to that point. It's like that. I thought he said he could be positive. Real T. Join Mizzle and Momo. Just called to stay on date of time out of these shows. I know that's right.
No, her for her, but
especially with us knowing the political stuff for them. I think only that they can't really so son, of course. Yeah.
Of course, her son cares, and I ain't saying he took advantage of that. I mean, but shit, that's a whole lot of what was we buying in Uber Eats, baby.
Yes, that was a lot of sense to this. Now I don't cook all the time either, but I'm not paying $100,000 for Uber Eats.
I'm not saying he was taking advantage of it. I'm not saying that, but let's keep it real. Us is hell. I'm 43. If my daddy give me a credit card, black card right now, and tell me, hey, baby, this card's for you. Get what it is you need. Nigga, I'm going to get crab legs. Crab legs on me, okay? I'm going to be going out and, yeah, and it's not like I'm taking advantage of it. But then again, kind of in a way, I am because that's my parent. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it in a malicious way. No, I don't think he was doing it in a malicious way whatsoever. But he's a young boy. Yeah, he finna be that. My mama got money. Yeah, I finna be spending some of this money.
Yeah,
I
child.
don't think he did it in a malicious way. I think he
Yeah.
kind of got a little bit out of hand with the Uber Eats for sure. Now the $80,000 for rent, you never know. I mean, that could have been like for the whole year
Yeah.
for rent. Like that could have included water, utilities, cable, internet, all of that. You know, you never know. But that Uber Eats, it's a big ass bill, baby. Big ass bill.
Yeah, so he couldn't be the guardian, but the power attorney was done
That's
in
the
good
hard
faith.
time. Yeah.
When Wendy was clearly not in good health, so the judge kicked him off. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense. That's the problem. That I wish they explained it in a better way because I don't think a lot of us was like, especially reviews or watchers, like, what exactly made them get into it, and just straight into it. And it's like Wendy had dementia.
I said the same thing, Tracy. She probably got this fool getting caviar from Alaska, served on golden
Shit to
crisp.
her place.
You know what I'm saying? Right. She getting crab legs from Maine that was shipped out the bottom of the ocean or some shit. Yeah. I'm sure they wasn't eating cheap. Especially down to Wendy Williams. She want her caviar and crackers, baby.
His condo was $20,000 a month. Child condo was 20. Oh, well, ooh, child.
Oh, what? I wonder what it looking like on the inside.
That's what I said. Sure. Yeah. So, she visited her family in Miami. Cause they said finally we got to visit family, get to know them. She met her dad. Dad looked good.
But you
Dad
remember
looked good.
she got drunk at the airport.
Oh yes, she did.
Before
She
you got there.
got there. She was really on influence.
I like Wendy.
Met the dad. Dad looked good. Still in the father to be what, like 90 or something, in a well state of mind,
Yeah.
or at least 70 or something like that, close to that, whatever his name is.
80 something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's close to 90, well state of mind, and told his daughter who's not there, and it's a lot. She was telling the father, "Oh, I'm getting back on TV on Wednesday." He said, "This is Wednesday, baby." She said, "Oh no, it's not happening right now." So like, she still strongly wants to be back on TV, and that's her mindset. And they went out to eat, and the son and nephew was there, and they was taking the alcohol, and they was watching this, trying to see she was trying to get alcohol, and they said, she's not doing that. The brother was trying to talk to her. He said, "You can't have it." She said, "Oh, just one, just one." And he said, "No, you're not having it, just one." It's like that. Now, before Wendy got there, the brother had some Manhattan, and he said, "We'll get another one." The father said, "You're not."
Hmm.
You're not.
Daddy said, "I ain't gonna have both of you motherfuckers sloppy on me. Hell no."
The daddy said, "Now, I'm not thinking watch." He read that son no quick like he was a little boy. He said, "No, you're not." He said,
Not
"You was not
today.
having no red drink. You had one already. You was ready slipping. You had slipped enough, and that's the only Manhattan you'll begin." And he said, "Okay, then. If that's all right. You better put your foot down." So after a while, they came back in New York. Auntie, Dementia, she could have good days and bad days and some great conversations sometimes. Yeah, we know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I bet that's just, oh Lord, I just felt so sad watching that last episode, especially when she got around her daddy. Because again, parents are supposed to go before your kids, or parents are supposed to be sicker than your kids. You're supposed to take care of your parents. But I know that's he had already lost his wife, and now his daughter's mind is not up. Oh,
I know. It's back in New York, and the president back in New York, the apartment got empty. I said, "Damn, y'all did a raid in the apartment." They said,
they said bippity boppity boop and cleaned that hole.
They said, "Ooh, get out, clear," and they realized at this point it was too much. Now Will and everybody realized, "Oh my gosh, this is worse. She got worse. It's not good. We had to put her in a facility." I said, "Oh, so y'all could have been did that, but I don't know what the hell is wrong with y'all." Sitting here making her get down like that.
When they get to Florida to visit the family, same thing. He get in the Will goes in the hotel room and he's searching around, making sure all the many bottles of liquor are taken away. All right, yeah, they did it for me. Shut up, Will. I don't
Yes.
trust him. You trying to make it seem like you all on the up and up, like you're doing everything right. I don't trust that nigga, and I'm waiting on some shit for him to come out. His skeletons is gonna come out the closet. I don't trust him. I don't trust you, Will.
I don't trust it. Don't trust you. And it's like that. And if I put a facility, it will be like 6 months of treatment. Um, Producer had no contact with her at the time she was in the facility. Like that. So after a year of after they started documentary a year later, she Wanda, her sister, finally had to sit down and explain her side of things and how she hushed things. And she said last time she spoke to her sister was in July, her birthday, before this recent week of the
8
documentary.
months before that, yeah.
Yes. And
Mm.
it just say the judge, it's at the time when they was going there, she was in Florida, he was taking care of the judge. People came down and have a conversation with us and have a conversation, have an interview with us, each part of the family. They asked me the guardianship. I said, what do I have to take? I would do whatever I want for my sister. They said, oh, you take a class, it's fine. She do that. After that conversation, the interviews with the family, cut communication. Nothing since then. No communication with the family. They trying to figure out what's going on. They don't understand why it was third party appointed, and and the guardians now. At first, the guardian was speaking to the family,
Mm-hmm.
and then after a while, the guardian said, "Just cut it off." They had no idea where the facility is at, the location, the facility, so they could visit her sister, daughter, niece, well, auntie, and godmother. They had nowhere, and that's what they explained that the guardianship is broken. And from a certain point, the production ended. They said we had enough. We realized there's not much we do. We realized it's very health wise, it's very serious. They ended the production and they started talking to Will only. He was providing updates. Only Will.
I'm waiting
And
on his to come out because I don't trust him.
for real. For real.
He has the skeletons up in the closet. I don't trust him. He's crooked some sort of way, and I'm ready for it to come out.
For real. Exactly. And Will said the last time he saw Wendy was 10 days ago, based on the documentary from that documentary. She
Mm-hmm.
said it's getting better. The court got to make a decision. I guess if they're going to continue to stay her on it, whatever. But she realized when she's in a facility, she needs to be with her family. And her sister saying that her sister Wanda, Wendy is better and talking and coherent and asking her questions. She didn't want to tell us what Wendy was saying on the phone. And
Yeah.
she said it's just better. And I was saying, we'll see how better she is. We'll see how better she is.
Do we expect her to come back to TV? No, I don't see that happening.
Not anytime soon. No.
Not anytime soon. Hell no, not no anytime soon. But I do hope that Wendy can at least if she's going downhill, I just don't want them to display that. Like, don't record none of that. As a viewer, as a fan of Wendy Williams, I don't want to see her like that.
Nah.
Uh-uh.
And I don't think the documentary I don't think it should have been done. The only thing I feel like the documentary was done is to showcase how messed up this guardianship is.
Yep. That was the best part of it.
And that's the only way to show. And the people around her and how much they was doing and trying to naysay maybe her behavior was going on. But it didn't make her something in a good light.
Yep.
At all. At all.
That was the best part of the documentary, is that it shed light on conservatorship and the crooked ass stuff behind it, and especially more specifically Wendy and what she got going on with her right now, and that she needs some help. She needs some help. These yes men around her, they're not no damn good. If she needs to be with her family, I hope the hell the family is doing right by her.
Yes.
I'm just saying, something was up. When we got that now, and all I'm
Yeah,
saying, I ain't pointing no fingers at nobody. But something is, hey, I'm just saying.
right. So I think that's everything was a documentary that we covered. Anything that I missed or anything y'all want to discuss in the chat before we get over here and give you more updates of what's going to happen in our channels? Anything that I missed? I think that was everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cause they was repeating themselves throughout the documentary. They repeating the same everything, especially with the court proceedings. Oh, somebody sent me something.
Oh, another thing I did feel bad about is when Wendy's niece went to go visit her in New York. The producer asked her, like, something about, do you know if Wendy has any food in the house? Because Wendy was saying that she has to call somebody to get her some food, how she has no money, da 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 da. And the producer is telling the niece, like, well, have you looked in the refrigerator? And the niece is like, nope, I don't want to. And the producer's like, there's no food in there.
Uh-huh. Exactly. Yeah, she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to look into it. And I said, oh.
See, I gotta follow you. I didn't know you had a page.
Yeah, she has a YouTube page. She's starting up. Yes, I'll be watching some videos. She support support
Subscribe
each
to
other.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just subscribe to you, girl. Ew, ew. Okay.
So that was the recap of the documentary. I was explaining a lot, everything. Y'all got all the details, and also share some light of explaining some things that the documentary didn't explain. But it was great. But we not done yet. We have a Nickelodeon documentary coming up, and that will be on Auntie Momo's channel on March. What was it? We gonna do that. What was it? The 25th on a Monday.
25th,
Right?
yes,
On the 25th on Monday on her platform, 8:30. That's at the same time, right? 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. And we're gonna talk about that. And also freaking documentary. I think we might do our own separate thing for that. Or
yeah, I'm for sure gonna do a recap about the freak
when we watch it. So we'll each do our own critique of the freaky documentary. And that coming out on 21st. March 21st on Hulu. It'll be a documentary of Freaknik. I will do a watch along if anybody want to watch it on my channel. It will be late night though, because I know I'll get home late.
Oh, you reviewed Abbott Elementary. I love Abbott Elementary.
Yeah. You know what? People just tell me not to get into it. You know, I need to get into it because I hear it's a great show.
Elementary is good. It's watching it.
Yes. And so the Nickelodeon documentary is starting next Sunday on Investigation Discovery Channel, ID channel. And I think I probably will do a watch along. I gotta go to the ID channel and see if I can connect to it. Because usually if I have my cable service, they should connect me to it. So I'm gonna make sure it works. But we'll watch along of the documentary as well, the Nickelodeon. If you have people who don't have cable want to see it. So it'll be Sunday 2 parts and Monday 2 parts. And we'll watch that together, take notes, have a conversation about that. We also gonna do a document watch along for the Freaknik. So I don't know when I'm gonna do a documentary on the review of the Freaknik. I'll let y'all know. Tomorrow will let you know about hers. But please subscribe to her channel so you go follow us and watch us do the Nickelodeon documentary on her platform on Monday, March 25th. Mark your calendars.
That's gonna be good. Okay. We are all around the same era, even though I'm a little bit older than y'all, but we are around. I grew up on Nickelodeon too. Y'all already knew about Nickelodeon, baby. I'm ready for this.
For real. For real.
We'll see what they talking about.
I do. And you know what? Yes, you was right. We were all around the same era, around the time growing up watching Nickelodeon and everything. And all that stuff. I was like, that. And I know that's right, boo. And great. And it's interesting to see how this, because we all like, even though we grew up watching the shows and it was great, we all do hear about this, like the troubled times that people was going through around that time, and bits and pieces. And some of us might be too young to even know anything. So I was like, me growing up watching the show, it's like, even hear pieces, but it's like, it's finally now while I'm growing as an adult. Now I really can sit down and watch and listen to things and how their experience was and everything.
Yep.
You know, Orlando Brown, everybody try to call them crazy. It's like these people went through a lot with their childhood. So I probably understand why they spiral out of control and then do stuff like that. And Momo got her packs and don't know how to act. Yes.
Thanks to my sis, Jay. She got me on my little packs, babe. I love it, girl. I love it, girl.
Yes. So I appreciate all y'all who coming through and watching our review of the documentary. It was a great documentary. I mean, it was sad, but it was informative to let us know about things. And yes, we will do more of this that's interested of us. It's like that. So appreciate y'all and have a great Monday night. I appreciate y'all soon. Oh, anything coming in your channel?
Tomorrow night, probably not tonight because I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired. But tomorrow, me and my sis Jay, we still have to do the review for episode 2 of Survivor. Yes, we gotta do the review to episode 2 of Survivor. You know what? I don't know if we're gonna end up talking. Me and her gonna end up talking when I get out here anyway. I don't know if we're gonna do a live. We're gonna do pre-recorded, but be expecting tomorrow night our review for Survivor to be up. Yeah, and this regular Sunday panel that we got, and until the documentary for, like I said, for Nickelodeon, for Freaknik, those are 2 definitely coming up that I'm gonna do the review on. And y'all already know when I do the Freaknik review, I'm gonna be ready.
We're gonna be out. We're gonna be ready.
Be real richy, and I might even have a red solo cup up in these beats, but I'll be real richy.
I'm gonna be a little tipsy with that one because I know I will be drinking my review. My little drink.
Take me back to my Luke days. Don't stop. You don't. You ready to throw this cat? Don't get starting to catch. Child, let me stop. We on daytime TV. Let me stop.
Yeah. I'm coming to my channel. I gotta do the Married to Medicine review. I don't know if I'm gonna wait till Sunday and do a review, or I'll probably do a pre-recorded and give y'all to it. Everything, maybe give y'all some time to watch it. I know we watched it today, so I'll probably give that out there, get pre-recorded, put it out there for y'all to watch. Yes, my membership gonna be coming up soon. I gotta work on that, so stay tuned for that. They did the last Freaknik my freshman year. Oh, snap! You got some stories to tell. I can't wait till you girl. Tell us that. And so Sunday we will talk about what we'll talk about. I will do a little recap, a little mini recap of Love Is Blind. I do want to talk about the Boda Bougie episode. And maybe some other stuff. I'll let y'all know. But other than that, that's that. And the next Monday, I might not be on live next Monday because I might go out to some movies and stuff like that. But other than that, yes.
We gotta talk about Charles and Miss Netta's and they new plastic surgery.
It might be a mix of Mrs. Social Corner and Mrs. Talks. It's like that. So
Charles and Miss Netta for sure. I'm gonna damn sure be in the chat for that.
Chill. I'm tired of those 2 anyway, in the first place. And also coming up on my Discord on the 29th, y'all know what's coming out that time. We will do a listening review of the album, Beyonce album, Act 2, on the 29th, on Friday. You know, when I get home, we did that for Act 1 on my Discord. So follow my Discord. The link is down in the description box, and we will go there and talk about it. And I might do like a YouTube review of the songs and critiquing this. So I'll probably do that. I ain't do that for Act 1, but I'll probably do that for Act 2. Oh, I didn't get to go with my friends. Well, tell them their stories.
I'll let you know how it was when I do my review of it, girl. Because when I I didn't go to the Freaknik. I went to the Kappa Beach party because you know I'm in Texas. So Texas, we have the Kappa Beach party. That's the same as the Freaknik. Okay, it's just 2 different names. So they was in Atlanta throwing cat. We was down here in Texas throwing cat. It's the same thing. Niggas was riding on their rims and all of that, and yeah, all of that, child.
Yes. So I appreciate y'all coming through. I don't know, I might watch some shows when I get over here. I gotta watch Boda Bougie and probably some other things. But other than that, yes. And Thursday night, I might want to watch a movie this Thursday night. We'll see.
What movie you got right now to watch?
Because I didn't watch The Color Purple yet. And I still haven't seen it. It's on Max now.
Yeah. I haven't. You listen. I want to watch it, but I gotta be in the right mind frame for a musical because I don't want to like fast forward through it. You know what I mean? I want to enjoy the whole thing, and if it's especially if it's something that I ain't, this song wasn't in the damn Color Purple the original. I'm just probably gonna speak. You
Uh,
review?
okay, she reviewed it.
Oh, she
I gotta
reviewed
watch it, so I didn't watch it, and I gotta get back to my movie reviews, and then, that was part of.
it.
I gotta get back to that. So let's say to y'all. If not, I'm on Discord if y'all want to chat with me there. Other than that, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all for coming
Love
through.
you.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Reality with DVD.
Good
Thank you,
evening.
Jador.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the
People,
review.
I want
Yeah.
to say Empress. Everybody else who's watching my bushes. I had one of my friends was text me when she was watching me. So I love you too. Miss you as well. And everybody in the bushes, people replay game. I know it's a Monday night, so you probably won't get to see it. But if y'all do watch it, let us know how you feel down in the comment section down below. Most of the songs weren't in the first movie. Oh, okay, yeah, because I think it was based on a stage play. So I guess it was like based on that. So you probably wasn't connected to the movie itself, which I think people had like confusion about that.
Right. And if it was the songs that they had sung in the original one, you've been that much shit. If I don't hear that in this remake, then throw the whole damn movie away.
Just throw it away.
Throw it away. If I
Just throw
don't
it
hear
away.
God is trying to tell you something by Suge Avery, throw the movie away.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
She hummed it. Oh, she hummed it. Oh, damn. So,
I'm
oh,
gonna
you know
try
what?
to
Watch,
review
I
it
can
right
watch
now.
trailers, but I ain't watch it yet. So maybe watch that tonight. Watch trailers. I gotta finish it up. But yes, appreciate y'all. Talk to y'all later.
Bye, y'all. Peace out.